Congratulations, and thank you for purchasing this product. This manual contains safety precautions you need to follow when using your guitar, and describes points to note regarding cleaning. Conventions. This manual uses the following conventions to indicate how to handle the product safely and correctly so as to prevent you and other people from being injured and property from being damaged. Warning. Handling the product incorrectly by not following the instructions highlighted by this indication may result in serious injury or death. Caution. Handling the product incorrectly by not following the instructions highlighted by this indication may result in personal injury or property damage. Request. Handling the product incorrectly by not following the instructions highlighted by this indication may prevent the product from delivering the expected level of performance and or functionality. Note that Hoshinogaki assumes no responsibility for any malfunction or failure of or damage to this product caused by external factors. Warning. Do not play the guitar in a highly humid environment. Do not play the guitar in outdoors locations that are directly exposed to rain or in highly humid locations such as bathrooms. Doing so may result in an electric shock. Caution. Do not twirl the instrument. Do not twirl the guitar or swirl it around your body to mimic the actions that some professional players may perform on stage. Doing so may cause the guitar to fly off the strap and or hit people around you, which may cause accidents involving personal injury. Do not move your face closer to the instrument while playing it. If a thick string, a low-tone string on a guitar, or a string on the bass snaps, the broken string may hit your face or hands, which may result in personal injury. Check the strings frequently and replace them with new ones, if necessary, so that such accidents do not occur. Also, when you are playing the guitar, or replacing or adjusting the strings, do not move your face closer to the strings. A string may snap and hit your face, which may result in personal injury. In the worst case, if a broken string hits your eye, you may lose your eyesight. Guitar and bass strings are consumable. An old string may snap suddenly even when you pluck it in a normal way, even if you do not pull it too hard. Do not increase the sound volume to an extremely high level. If you use an amplifier or headphones at an extremely high volume for a long period of time, irreversible auditory damage may occur. This may also cause the amplifier to malfunction. Avoid using it at an extremely high volume. Do not use rusty strings. If a string, in particular the first, second, or third string on the guitar, is rusty, it may injure your fingers. Check the strings frequently and replace them with new ones if necessary. Do not play the guitar with the strap loosened. When you play the guitar while standing up and using the strap, make sure that the strap is firmly secured by the strap pins. Otherwise, the guitar may drop on your foot or other body parts, which may result in personal injury. Pay attention to the sharp portions of the pickguard. Some electric guitar models are equipped with a pickguard that has an extremely sharp point. When plucking the strings or cleaning the guitar using a cloth, pay careful attention to the sharp point on the pickguard so that you will not be injured by it. Pay attention to the fret edges so you will not be injured by them. When the neck becomes dry, the fret edges may protrude from the fingerboard, which may injure your hands or other body parts. Do not tighten the strings excessively. When stringing the guitar, do not wind up the strings over the defined pitch. Carefully and slowly wind up the strings while using the tones. If you wind a peg excessively, even a new string may snap, which may result in personal injury. If a broken string hits your eye, you may lose your eyesight. Never move your face closer to the strings than when replacing them. Exercise care to ensure your finger is not caught by the tremolo system. The tremolo system uses an extremely strong spring to support the string tension. Pay attention to the tremolo system so that your finger will not be caught and injured when replacing the strings or in other cases. Exercise care to ensure your hand is not injured by the strings. The tip of a trimmed string may be sharp. Your hand may be injured if you touch it directly. When tuning the strings or cleaning the head using a cloth, be careful not to touch the tips of the trimmed strings. Trim any extra string length at the tuning mechanism so they do not come in contact with your fingers. Do not use spray-type cleaners in a poorly ventilated space. Prior to using a spray-type guitar cleaner, ensure there is adequate ventilation, otherwise poisoning symptoms may occur. If you use a flammable cleaner, keep it away from open flames. Do not carry your guitar with the case cover or bag fastener open. When you carry the guitar in a guitar case or bag, make sure that the case clamp or bag fastener is securely locked. Otherwise, the cover may open, which may cause the guitar to drop to the ground. Request: do not disassemble, modify, or repair the guitar. Doing so may cause the guitar to malfunction or result in an electric shock. Do not keep old batteries installed in the instrument. For product using dry batteries, be sure to check that no fluids are leaking from the battery. Dry batteries will discharge spontaneously even when not used. Therefore, periodic replacement is recommended. When disposing of dry batteries, use the collection box specified by your local government, electronic appliance dealers, etc. Do not throw used dry batteries into a fire, otherwise they may explode. Use the battery correctly. Do not insert the battery with a reverse polarity, plus or minus. Ensure that the polarity of the battery matches that of the battery compartment. Should the polarity be reversed, sound may not come out, the preamplifier may be damaged, or ignition may result. Do not store the guitar in a position where its surface is in contact with a resin product. If the surface of the guitar remains in contact with a resin product, furniture, or other coated items for a long period of time, color migration or adhesion may occur, which may damage both items. Store the guitar in a guitar case, bag, or fabric sack so that it does not come in direct contact with any of those items. Do not use benzene or thinner to clean the guitar. Using benzene, thinner, or other similar chemicals to clean the surface of the guitar may cause damage or discoloration. Procure and use a cleaner designed for use on guitars. Regarding storage and transportation, note the following points. The guitar is a wooden product. It is easily broken when thrown or dropped. Handle with care. Store the guitar in a well-ventilated location. Avoid locations subject to high temperatures or humidity. Also, avoid dusty or sandy locations. When the guitar is exposed to direct sunlight, the color of its coating may gradually fade. If you play the guitar in the rain or similar conditions where water splashes directly onto the guitar, or in an environment where the guitar is exposed to high temperatures for a long period of time, misalignment may occur in the wooden parts, such as the body or neck of the guitar. When using parcel delivery service for transportation, use a dedicated guitar case. Otherwise, pack it in a rigid carton with an adequate amount of cushioning material and label the package as a fragile item. The carton that the musical instrument store used when you purchase a guitar may not be suitable for transportation. The guitar may be damaged if you use the carton without taking additional protective measures. String replacement. Strings will deteriorate over time, causing buzzing or inaccurate pitch. Replace the strings whenever your strings begin to rust or become discolored. We recommend that you replace all of the strings as a set at the same time. Bent, twisted, or damaged strings will not produce the appropriate quality sound and therefore should not be used. Wind the string around the tuning machine post 2 to 3 times, making sure to wind from top to bottom. Wind about 5 to 7 centimeters of string for guitar and 8 to 10 centimeters of string for bass. Do not wind the string on top of itself. The strings should be replaced one by one instead of removing all of the strings at once. This is done to avoid stress on the neck and reduce the risk of affecting tremolo balance. The method for removing and installing strings attached to a tremolo bridge will differ depending on the type of tremolo bridge. For details, refer to the section for the tremolo bridge installed on your guitar. Tuning. When shipped from the factory, Ibanez guitars are set up using the following tunings. 6 strings. 1st E, 2nd B, 3rd G, 4th D, 5th A, 6th E. 7 strings. 1st E, 2nd B, 3rd G, 4th D, 5th A, 6th E, 7th B. 8 strings. 1st D sharp, 2nd A sharp, 3rd F sharp, 4th C sharp, 5th G sharp, 6th D sharp, 7th A sharp, 8th F. 9 strings. 1st E, 2nd B, 3rd G, 4th D, 5th A, 6th E, 7th B, 8th F sharp, 9th C sharp. For bass, 4 strings. 1st G, 2nd D, 3rd A, 4th E. 5 strings. 1st G, 2nd D, 3rd A, 4th E, 5th B. 6 strings. 1st C, 2nd G, 3rd D, 4th A, 5th E, 6th B. There are exceptions to some models. Visit our website, www.ibanez.com, for details. Use a tuner or tuning fork to tune up the sound of each open string to the above frequencies. If the pitch is higher than the above frequency, loosen the string to lower the pitch and wind the string in small increments to tune it up. This is an easy way to stabilize your tuning. You may need to adjust the neck or the intonation if you tune your guitar to pitches other than those shown in the tables, or if you use strings of other than standard gauge. Memo: please note that extreme tuning or use of strings not intended for electric guitar may cause parts to break and may cause unexpected injury. String height. Action refers to the distance between the frets and the string. To measure the action, tune the guitar accurately, then place a ruler at the 14th fret and measure the distance from the top of the fret to the bottom of the string. In general, this distance should be 1.5 to 1.7 millimeters for the first string and 2 millimeters to 2.2 millimeters for the 6th string. For a 7-string guitar, the 7th string would be at 2.2 millimeters to 2.4 millimeters. For an 8-string and 9-string guitar, the 8th string should be at 2.4 to 2.6 millimeters. For bass, there should be about 2 millimeters at the 12th fret for the high strings, and about 2.5 millimeters for the low strings for typical playability. For strings other than those listed above, adjust the action so that the distance gradually increases from the first string to the lowest string. If the action is too high, the instrument will be difficult to play. If the action is too low, you may experience string buzz, muted notes, or poor sustain. If you experience string buzz or muted notes even when the action is adjusted correctly, you might need to adjust the neck bow. The method of adjusting the action will depend on the type of tremolo bridge with which your guitar is equipped. For details, refer to the appropriate tremolo bridge section. Neck adjustment. The neck is constantly bearing the tension of the strings, and its curvature will be subtly affected not only by the state of tuning and the string gauge, but also by the changes in temperature and humidity. If you experience problems such as string buzz or muted notes even after the action and tuning are adjusted correctly, you should check and adjust the curvature of the neck. 1. Check the curvature of the neck. After tuning accurately, hold the guitar in playing position. Then press the first string at the first fret, and also at the fret that is nearest to the point where the neck joins the body, and measure the gap between the string and fret at the 8th fret in the same way. Measure this gap for the lowest string, and make adjustments so that the gaps are in the range of 0.3 to half a millimeter. 2. If the gap is less than 0.3 millimeters, use a hex key wrench or socket wrench included with the guitar to turn the truss rod located at the headstock end of the neck or the base of the neck in direction A according to the diagram, causing the neck curvature to be more concave. 3. If the gap is greater than half a millimeter, turn a hex key wrench or socket wrench in direction B, causing the neck curvature to be more convex. Adjust the truss rod in small increments of a quarter turn, checking the tuning while you do so. Memo: you must take care when adjusting the neck. Force adjustments can damage your guitar. If you are unable to adjust the neck correctly, please contact your dealer or the Ibanez Corporation. Intonation. If you've changed string gauges or are using your guitar with an alternative tuning, you'll need to adjust the string length, intonation, to ensure that the correct pitch is sounded at all frets. After tuning your guitar accurately, hold the guitar in playing position and compare the pitch of each string pressed down at the 12th fret with the pitch of the harmonic played at the 12th fret. If the pitch of the fretted note at the 12th fret is lower than the harmonic at that fret, move the saddle of the tremolo bridge forward to shorten the string. Conversely, if the pitch of the fretted note is higher than the pitch of the harmonic, move the saddle backward to lengthen the string. Use a tuning meter to ensure accurate intonation adjustments. The method of adjusting the saddle position will differ depending on the installed model of tremolo bridge. For details, refer to the section for the tremolo bridge that's installed on your guitar. Cleaning. After playing, wipe sweat and oil off of metal parts such as the underside of the strings, the frets, bridge, saddles, and nut. This will help to prevent rust. Dirt or dust that adheres to metal parts may adversely affect their function. Wipe off stubborn dirt with a soft cloth moistened with a small amount of oil. To clean the finished surface, do not use volatile or abrasive cleaning compounds. Instead, gently wipe using a soft cloth with polish formulated specifically for musical instruments. To clean off dirt that has adhered to an oil-finished body or neck, use a pencil eraser, fine sandpaper of 1000 grit or finer grade, or quadruple zero steel wool. You can prevent drying by polishing once or twice a year with a colorless furniture polish oil or gun oil applied to quadruple zero steel wool or a cloth. Unfinished fingerboards should be carefully wiped with a cloth moistened with a small amount of fingerboard oil or high-quality lemon oil, wiping carefully to the edge of the frets. If the tremolo arm should squeak when tuning, apply some grease to the notch on the shorter side of the tremolo arm.
No.
Battery. If your guitar has a built-in preamplifier or equalizer, it will be powered by a battery. Replace the battery when you notice that the volume level has decreased or the sound has become distorted. Some models use a 006P 9-volt battery, and other models use two AA 1.5-volt batteries. Check the type of batteries used by your guitar and replace them with the same type of batteries. The batteries are found in the battery box located on the back of the body. On models equipped with a battery, the output jack also functions as a power switch. Inserting a plug into the jack will turn on the power. Memo: to prevent the battery from running down, remove the plug from the output jack if you will not be using it for an extended period. Anyway, thank you for watching my dramatic reading of the Ibanez electric guitar and bass maintenance manual.